banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of a sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Burrow on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals nothing. Harrison Butker, the kickoff, 14 to 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkle.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after 1. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Well, one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decided.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes steps away. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck. He's
going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
M22, he's coming, 22.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for KC. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First down, here's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. There he goes, right side. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by one more.
Chiefs 54, Bengals 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 31. Check
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for KC. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Joe Mixon shreds the tackle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run on first down. Mixon into the secondary again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 61 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McPherson now for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this.